Three tremendous athletes and three guys that you call are winners to come in and sub in. It's just this team is so deep and so talented.
Yes, and that's why assistant coach Joel Banal up on his seat, making sure that everybody aware of the defensive assignments. 10 seconds remain on the shot clock as Carey buries it from the left flank.
Well, that was just really well executed play. Harvey Carey was coming off of a double fade screen there from Kelly Williams and Sean Daniels and got a wide open look and did something real difficult. Check into the game and make your first outside shot right away.
That always feels good, Alex, not coming off the bench. It says that, boy, I can do anything tonight.
Yeah, definitely going to give you confidence from the start.
I am going to bet that he will take another shot in just a short while. That will not work. And off the drive by Simpson, there may be a foul. And there's a reaction from Chuck Reyes. And the Tarpang Texters want to talk things over below the 3-minute mark of this first quarter. Don't you get the feeling we're somewhere near port area? And why are you laughing all of a sudden?
Because I think we have some World Cup spillover with the Vuvuzela.
I thought, as we remind you that this free throw is now going to be brought to you by B. McDerby's Premium Formula, dito ka na sa Llamado, is that, you know, I thought I was in somewhere in the Pierre area, and I was both in, or, using your example, we suddenly could be British announcers here. Here's Carey
from South Africa, maybe.
Some of the keyhole now. Exquisite shot. Why? Because of the confidence.
There you go.
I told you. Let's take another one.
You said it. He came in, knocked down the first one. Second one looked good as well. All net.
And Carey with his second basket. And Talking Text currently establishing its largest lead. And somebody was on the sideline. And we have changes in the Alaska roster. Reynel Hugnatan, the hero, shining star of game number 1, on the floor. Mark Borboran sees action here in game number 3. The bench of Alaska gave them a lift in game number 1. There's a push by Castro, and Tenorio made sure that the referee saw that particular foul.
Well, Jason Castro is definitely a pesky, energetic, and strong defender. Saw him make the play right there. Almost get the steal from Sonny Toss the possession before, and then slight little nudge to LA.
Yes.
Letting them know in the series you're not going to get to where you want to go so easily.
LA popping out, trying to help out, set up the table for this one. Shot clock is down to 7, and Hugnatan says, I got it, thanks for the pass.
Really nice pass, and just maybe a little late on rotation. Sean Daniels went to help out in the post. Nobody dropped down to pick up his man, leaving Simpson's teammate wide open for the layup.
When run extremely well, the triangle creates some very good openings. In the meantime, the undergo stab by Williams resulted in a foul.
Well, Kelly Williams is coming into this series with some difficult work to do. He has to match up with Simpson, try to keep the import from scoring. And I think he's really been really happy here with, remember, he was traded in the middle of this conference. I think he's been happy with his new team as he sees guys moving the ball well. And a lot of scores, takes a little pressure off him. He can play a little more energetic defense, rebound the ball. And, you know, anytime you're a part of a team like Talking Text that has so many different threats, you saw them just win game 2 without Makmak Cardona, who's one of the best scorers in the PBA. So it's just a sign of how deep and how talented this team is.
I'd like to thank Hanes for being the official underwear of the PBA. De La Cruz already in the game. Mark Borboran snaps from outside. The 3, no. Stolen from behind by Hugnatan, who made this pirouette. Not exactly the Bolshoi Theater. And the Bolshoi Dance Company, but who cares, really?
Except you impress me with your knowledge sometimes. You're really a man of culture.
No, I could have said something else, but that just felt right at that moment.
I'm going to guess not many PBA games have the Bolshoi involved in it.
Okay, I guess so. But this guy can be he can't be a ballerina. He can be an excellent ballet dancer.
I don't know. He's got a nice little spin move into a hook shot himself.
Yes. Cardona not yet seeing action. Mabuhay ang bagong kasal, as we say. Samantala, Carey. Well, brilliance. Long distance call. Somebody home. 3.
Well, that's a big bucket coming off the driving kick. Kelly Williams knocking down that high looping three-point shot, and that'll lead back up to 9 points for Talking Tech.
Let's get into the coach's mind. Alex, at this time, I'm taking a look at the coaching staff of Alaska, and we're going to speculate here. What are they seeing and thinking of right now? Well,
I think turnovers are always an issue. You don't want to turn the ball over too much. LA's got 2 turnovers here in the first quarter himself. And again, Coach Tim talked about the adjustments and the discipline and then the focus on the defensive side. They've already given up 24 points here early. But I think the concern in the first quarter would be their own offense as well being a little bit low. Maybe some of those Talking Tech's points coming off the turnovers with some transition opportunities.
I asked that because there are 2 moments when I enjoy watching, 3 moments in fact, let's go to 1, when they're all not moving.
Okay.
This is one of them.
Yes.
And the second one is when they don't like a call. And the third one is when the assistants see a play that they saw on tape and they're gonna yell at the team, yan yun, dos nila yan. And they go up and down.
Are you making fun of me?
No. And it's 24-17, Talking Text. Living up to what Gino had mentioned earlier, starting very strong. Reyes, almost, but not quite. Simpson collars that rebound. He's already done well in that department in the series. In this game, he has 5 thus far. Have you noticed that life has become very difficult for Mr. Tenorio? They're doubling him, not allowing him to make that familiar turn of his. Alapag, ball fake and all, threw off Tenorio.
Oh, that would have been a highlight play if that went down. He had LA frozen with that fake.
Yes, indeed. Nice little ball fake, and I'm beginning to understand what you were saying about Alapag, why he's hard to defend. As Tenorio, almost on automatic, goes into the last shot, but he's game off here in the first quarter. Lead pass. Reyes missed from there earlier, misses again. And this first quarter, you're right, we're moving at such a breakneck pace. We'll use it to catch our breath in an exquisite manner, as we were trying to say here. Back in a moment.
On Solar TV, we start off the second quarter with assistant coach Luigi Trillo of Alaska. Now, Coach Tim earlier told me that it's very important to start this ball game with a defensive mindset because that's what gave you up in game 2. You guys are down by 7 right now.
Well, we you know, they're making their shots outside. Kelly hit 1 shot, Harry Carey hit 2. Those are the shots you want to give. You want to control Jimmy Alapag. And, you know, the last 2-3 possessions, we turned the ball over. We're down by 7. But, you know, in the bigger scheme of things, we just got to stick to our game plan, and hopefully it'll turn out good for us.
All right. He also did mention that it's very important that your offense gets running. But he did say that it's rusty right now, the man-to-man triangle, because you haven't been using it. How would you assess that, the triangle, after the first quarter?
Well, we're a bit fatigued right now. What we just have to do is just keep on pushing. Hopefully the shots come our way. Basically, it's our execution. You have to credit also Talking Text because they're playing good defense. We just have to battle through it. Hopefully it'll turn our way.
Right, next, Coach Seb.
Thanks a lot. Always an insightful moment when we chat with Luigi Trillo. In the meantime, Alapag is not yet done from what he did in game number 2. Continues to sizzle here, Alex Compton.
Yeah, got a wide open look as they tried to attack with Williams in the post against Borboron.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Was that the football game we were looking at? And Reyes said, well, all part of the hustle and bustle of life.
Those guys are scrappers, man. Ryan Reyes is never, ever going to give up on a play. You see him diving on top of the import here. His foot around the neck. I think that's an MMA move. That's like a It's like a leg lock guillotine chokehold.
Yeah, you're good there. I think we should tell Solar that we'll let the Americans, their Americans, go home, and we'll let Mr. Alex Cotton do the coverage of those games.
Oh, great outlet pass right there from Williams, starting the fast break.
But Gary says, I'm no dribbling man. You dribble along, Jimmy. Let's go back briefly to the point of Luigi Trillo when he said that, you know, we hope our shots fall in, which exactly happened for them in game number 1. And Carey says, I feel good.
We're talking about Luigi Trillo, and what did he talk about? Harvey making outside shots, Kelly making one. Harvey hits his 3rd open jump shot in this game.
And he actually, Luigi, that is, had a head